Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of A Widow's Guide to Healing, Gentle Support and Advice for the First 5 Years by Kristin Meekhof and James Windell. Performed by Kate Rudd and Fred Stella.
Introduction. Feeling Less Alone. A note from Kristin Meekhof. You may have found my book because your spouse died, or because someone near and dear to you just lost her spouse. Either way, I hope this book will give you solace, and more importantly, hope. Though I don't know what circumstances led to your partner's death, I know that you probably feel no one can relate to your pain. I've been there myself. When I was 33, my husband died unexpectedly. Although I have an undergraduate degree in psychology and a master's degree in clinical social work, little prepared me for my role as a caregiver when Roy was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer and passed away after a brief but valiant battle against it. But while I thought I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver, I quickly realized I was definitely not prepared to be a widow when he passed away. Suddenly, I was alone, scared, and filled with a deep sadness I thought would never end. As we didn't have any children together, I endured many unbearably long evenings where silence was the only thing filling my home. What kept playing over and over in my mind was that I was going to have to start over from scratch, and I would have to cope with overwhelming challenges like anxiety and social isolation. At the time, I was living in Michigan, and I remember going to bookstore after bookstore, buying whatever books I could find about grief and loss. In my mind, I knew there had to be a book that would tell me how I was going to get through everything I was facing. There are lots of these types of books, and I've read an overabundance of them. Yet none of them were quite what I was looking for. I wanted a book that spoke to me about what to expect as a widow, what I would feel not only the first year after my husband died, but also several years following his funeral. I knew what it was like to experience grief. After all, my father had passed away when I was 5. But this time, when I lost my beloved husband, it was different. Everything was darker. I soon discovered what all widows learn. At the very moment you are stripped of your life partner and left numb and grieving, you must make crucial decisions that will affect the rest of your life.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?